least she knows what she needs. She needs someone to crack the whip.
Yeah, I need somebody to be rude.
That's how I am with my trainer.
I need somebody to be rude. Yeah.
Why? What is the problem?
I'm lazy, and once I start hurting, I'm not doing this no more. I'm going home.
Pain. Well, there's two different pains, right? There's the good pain, and then there's the I'm gonna have to get therapy pain, like rehab pain.
Yes, I'm both. I'm more in the rehab pain. I ain't coming back.
I don't know. Well, listen. You have access to my gym.
Do you have an I am that asshole today? Or win stupid prizes, do stupid shit? What was that thing?
I mean, I was going to kind of skip that, but we can do that because I know what you want to talk about. You probably want to talk about the dude that showed up to court. At the thing.
No, that's funny.
You don't know about the guy that
Is that the stupid shit? Do stupid prizes?
Win stupid prizes.
Win play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No, he was on Zoom for court.
Oh, that one.
And he pulled.
Yes.
And he was driving
he was
on Zoom for a suspended license. And he was driving while
on
suspended.
the Zoom on the suspended.
So I'm parking right now.
That tried to sound so sweet and cool and whatnot. Like, just give me a second. I'm just going to the doctor's. Like,
you see the judge just kept
Sir,
looking
you
left and right.
are
Like, is this
so
really
illegal.
yeah. Why did you? What did you have? Did you have something?
I don't look that stuff up, so I'm just requiring.
No, because I thought maybe something in life happened that was funny. Because there's a lot of dumbass people out here.
Right. I see them on Instagram all the time.
There's a lot. People
Yeah.
are really stupid.
I'm like, he couldn't have gotten out of his car. He couldn't have before he.
I would have said I'm in the passenger seat.
Right, in England.
Right, yeah.
First of all, if you know you're on a Zoom with court, you have to be in your house.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Be in your house,
I'm
be
sorry.
professional, be professionally
professional.
dressed
Sorry.
as if you were really walking into court.
Because he knew he had that Zoom a long time ago.
Right.
You don't do
you
a
set your
Zoom
time
from the
aside.
car.
And the Zoom court is a pain in the ass because I had to do it. And it's like they put you in these breakout rooms and then you hear everybody's issue.
Yeah, like,
And it's
no,
like,
you don't do that.
This is for something that I didn't even know was it was supposed to be my insurance. I didn't know it lapsed and I had gotten new insurance. So it was all taken care of.
Okay,
but
you got out of it?
I did.
She's still stressed about it.
Right. Because it was annoying because you're like in the middle of, once you go to the breakout room, you got people that's there for other issues, and mine was just minor, and I got to sit through all of these until the judge,
so
you can't get off until the judge call your name, and you got to have like the camera on. I'm like, I don't do this for work, let alone for
that's another thing.
So you're just sitting here like this the entire time.
Yes, like.
So you just had to show paperwork that you had the insurance.
And it was like that's all I had to show, and I was like, okay, so. But they still charge you, like they dropped the ticket, but they still charge you the court fee. I said, I guess you would. Yeah. $40 for wasting my time.
Well, I'm glad that it wasn't more salacious.
I would never want to do that again. Like,
oh, the system sucks.
Zoom court, that's dumb.
Well, no, it's not as bad as going to court. Come on.
You be in there for like 4 hours, then you just be listening and be like, damn. How you still out?
Right. Well, the dude he had to turn himself into jail.
By that night.
Yeah,
by that night.
6
By
p.m.
6 p.m.
He said if not, they put a bench warrant.
Your bond has been revoked. You got until 6 p.m.
His face was like,
Smooth.
are you serious?
Yeah, that was
Sir,
the crazy
yes.
thing. Like he was so surprised, like hung his head back, like, oh, like
what did you think? You know you're wrong.
Think beforehand.
These people don't think. He was going, and I know damn well his ass wasn't going to no doctor. He said that to make it seem like he's a responsible human being.
I think the only thing that might have saved him if he said he was going to the DMV, right, to take care and whatever, and pay his tickets, suspended license, something like that. But
I think it was too deep for that. I think he was too far gone. It was too far gone. There was no DMV visit to cut a check to get it. He had to go through court.
The judge was even like, What are we here for now? What is happening?
Right.
The judge was confused.
We can't be here for a suspended license because you're driving.
He was like, hold on, let me pull over.
He said, I'm going to pull
Hold
up
on.
right now.
Give me a second. Just
Right,
going
all
to the
happy.
doctor's.
Okay, pulling over.
That made me chuckle because I was like, you was just like...
He did do the
illegal.
one. Yeah, he
I
did.
just want to know who recorded the video and who released it.
Well, there's a TikTok channel where
It's a
that's
court
all,
channel?
and that's that judge, and it's just people with their ridiculous shit. So
And that just happened to go viral.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say. I guess you got to give them permission.
no,
Because isn't that stuff private?
not on the Zoom platform. Like once it notifies you, well, it depends on the state. Once you're notified that it's recording, whoever's recording owns it.
Yeah, it has ownership of that video stream.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I like for it here every day.
You're right.
Yeah, so but it depends on the state. Like so Pennsylvania, you have to let the other party know you're recording in order for it to be admissible, legal, whatever. I think Delaware it don't matter. Like people can sneak your shit. So just when you having fun on the video thing, just remember that. FaceTime
It can be used
against you.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Well, we have started another episode of the Cultured Misfits Podcast. We are in the Studio B at Bitty Bit Studios, right?
I like it. Multi rooms.
Yes, we got different
Multi-studios.
We got multi-studios, and I have 3 guests. 2 have been here before. One is, she's just a virgin. We won't break her right. So, I am Brandon, a.k.a. DJ Silk. And to the right of me, we have...
Teaira.
Teaira, what are you famous for? Why were you here the last time?
I am a travel agent outside of my other many jobs. My company is called Passport Ready, and we actually launched our business last year went to Cabo San Lucas.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. It was a good time. Great outcome. Great turnout. We had plenty activities, like we did horseback riding / camel riding. It was ATVs. We had a yacht party. So we had the whole nine.
Nice travel.
Yeah,
It
right.
was a good time.
Right, right.
Good time.
We planning the next one, right?
Yes, so right now I'm in the works of doing a cabin weekend trip around Columbus Day weekend. So I'm still negotiating.
Cabins where?
I'm gonna try it in the Poconos first to see how it goes, and then we'll move it up to Tennessee.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I know that's dope, right?
Yeah.
And so to the left of me,
I'm Elsa Smith. I don't have that much exciting
You
stuff.
said-
I want to travel.
you save lives.
Yeah, well, I'm a therapist.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Buried the lead.
Right.
I'm a therapist.
Look, the priorities. You
I
talking
just
about
said the
vacations and cabins, and then
what I wanna
downplaying the things you do. Saving
know, right?
lives.
She's like, I'm going to do that.
Passport ready. You just need to be money ready.
Yeah, well, cabins in the Poconos shouldn't be cost
That sounds
prohibitive.
fun.
tomorrow.
yeah, it's gonna be what I have etched out. It's gonna be a good time. It's just negotiating the cabin because of the space.
As long as they're single men, then I'll go.
Well,
Here we
yeah.
go.
It'll be a bunch of them. Trust me.
Right.
Not single men, I'm not going.
It's open to all.
Lord, okay.
It
I
can
love
be
the
whatever
honesty.
you want it to be.
Sometimes we're single when we leave the zip code.
There you go. Wait now, hold up.
It's just the rules. It's the
fine
rules.
print, you
It's in the fine print. And to the left of you, we have. How are you going to introduce yourself, Deanna Grace?
Well, I guess it's Deanna Grace.
DG.
So for work, I'm a federal project manager. In my free time, I love being on vacations. So my new thing is I usually take 8 vacations a year. So you and I,
Yes.
Yeah, right. See how she living?
Something wrong.
Right. What's happening?
passport. You got a passport?
Yes.
Let's go. You ready?
8 a year. You ready?
Hey.
I want to get to 2.
Like 8 real vacations, though.
Yeah,
She's
like-
not like, we're going to Wolf's Lodge. No, like,
I'm going to Ocean City. I'm all excited.
Look, don't shit on Ocean City vacation, okay? Sometimes it's more expensive to go to Ocean City than it is, say, Las Vegas for 2 or 3 days. So,
that's
you know,
true.
it's kind
Oh
of
my
pricey.
goodness, 8. Now that is a goal. That is a
Living good
goal.
life.
That is definitely a goal. I think the most I've ever did was like maybe 4 in 1 year, which was a good time.
But a lot of them can be like staycations.
Yeah.
Like, went to the Poconos and we just, rented out a house for a couple of days and did snow tubing, with a bunch of friends,
Nice.
It can be like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so casual with it.
It's a vacation how you make it.
That's right.
Look, man, I'm just waiting for the beach weather to get for real. And I'm out.
Excited.
Every hour I'm checking the goddamn weather. Like, so we got that. Listen, we are all warmed up, but we need to do this shot o'clock. And who's going to spend? Look, I feel like, D, you should spend. So, Teaira, before you got here, I bought down all the drinks. And she saw the big thing of Fireball.
Fireball.
And she had a flashback. And was
I had
like,
PTSD.
From
I had PTSD. Like my left eye started twitching.
That'll do it to you. That'll definitely do it to you.
And so now I'm actually itching for it to land on Fireball.
I just
No, because she might have like a gag reflex.
That's great podcasting, baby. Ratings up.
used for ratings.
Yeah. That is look, man.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Don't we want Brandon to win? Aren't we here because we want Brandon?
Us all to live.
Look, my heart rate monitor just went off.
So listen. I had my wet willies experience with the caller cabs where I got sick, and the next time I tried to have one, I remember the feeling. I remember but I got through it, and now I can have caller cabs again. Okay, you got to get back on the horse. So I'm just saying, there's lots of choices. So the odds of it landing on Fireball are 1 in 5
Slim
or
to
6.
none.
Yeah. I will spin it.
Oh my God. Let Deanna spin it. I
Yeah,
feel
go
like
ahead.
you're going to purposely put it on
I
fire.
can't in the universe. I can't touch it. I can't. You do it. You do it.
All right. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way, because
Universe, work with me. No, that's in the middle. No.
Do it again.
No, that's a fire.
No, it's not. It's in the middle.
That's ice spice.
horrible.
Spicy.
There is no way. That's because you did it.
Hold on. Did you see what did I do?
Because
My hand
anyway, her and I would have done it.
It was not.
Yes, it was. You wanted that to
unbelievable.
happen. You gotta give her Henny or
Oh my
something.
God. Right, give her Henny.
Give her Henny, because
This is
Henny
what
is
Shot
strong.
O'Clock is about.
Henny,
Okay?
I would.
Because Henny will burn her. So just make her burn.
Right. I'll
You sound like
take
a slave master.
gasoline at this point.
At this point, give her the one that I don't like, the Statesman.
The Statesman.
That one.
Man.
I don't like that Statesman.
This is what Shot O'Clock is about. It's about torture. It can't always be winning. It's like. Watch that. Do you like Fireball?
I love Fireball.
How
And you
about
mix
you?
it with rum chowder, you get a little
I mean,
cinnamon toast crunch.
it's fine. I don't like that Statesman one.
I went Stateside.
Oh, Stateside.
Stateside is never going to sponsor this podcast because y'all dog the fuck out of Stateside. Like,
Stateside, though.
thank you. Yes.
That's my vodka.
Let her
choice.
get
I love it.
stateside.
No. Look, this is how we're gonna do it.
No, don't fill it all the way up.
I'm not. Look.
Yeah, that's.
Look, it's a little baby shot.
That's a lie.
You fill it all the way up, I promise you, 3
this
times
is-
as much will come out. I
Ooh.
promised you.
Well, that's not gonna be good podcasting. Look at that. See?
That's gonna be the first to let.
We're gonna
I
help you
can't
get past
believe
it.
you're making her do this.
Look, because I love her. And we're good
This
like
is-
that.
Wait,
What you put out
why
to the
are you
universe?
filling it up so much for everybody
She's
else?
Because wait a minute, y'all said y'all
I know,
Wait a minute.
I like Fireball.
Listen.
I just need a chaser, cause
Would you like a Sprite or something?
no,
Or a
I
Fanta?
use this water.
Oh, you want to chase it with water? You should have kept it in that bottle because it's alkaline water and the metal's gonna make it taste a little funky.
It's gonna taste weird now.
It could.
Oh, nuts.
Oh my God.
So this is good water to drink though?
Yes.
Why is yours smaller than everybody
It's the
else's?
same. It's wider. It's a wider cup. Plus, I got a man that controls.
That's what
All
you
right.
say.
To Deanna.
Oh
To
man,
Deanna.
this is messed up. I feel like
I'm gonna take a Sprite. Can I get a Sprite before we do this?
Yes, would anybody else like a Sprite to chase it? I really
wanna get
I'm
suggest
not
it.
gonna chase it, but
I think Sprite might make it burn, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make it burn?
No. It's not gonna make it burn. I don't think so. But
If I could get over the States, man, I would grab it for you. But we done dropped everything over here.
you know, this is a perfect example of the law of attraction.
Yes.
Like, so
that
whatever you
was
say,
so jacked
it's
up.
going
In
to
the
happen.
universe.
Yeah, whatever you putting out the universe is listening.
And it does not know negative
It
or
does not
positive.
discriminate.
It doesn't. It doesn't know
Definitely
negative
does
or
not
positive.
discriminate.
It's like
I don't know. I think you had something to do
How
with
did I
that.
do? Don't do that. I'm not that evil. To Deanna and her comeback to the world of Fireball.
Oh my
Fireball!
Fireball.
Woo!
See, she lived.
Yeah, but her stomach. You don't want her on the toilet.
It's the mental. It's the mental part. It's more mental than anything. Yeah. See.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah. We did it.
Fireball.
Yay. That was great. That was. So you should have talked about. You talked about it too goddamn much. Lies.
Thanks for having me.
Lies. So how's everybody doing? We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Ready for summer?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, that's
I am.
good. We are going to do something different than our normal thing, which is we have our little, play stupid games, win stupid prizes for the culture. Not going to do none of that, right? We're just going to dive into the top topic. Did you remember to read the?
I've read it, but I mean, once.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I've read it, so I gotta get into what we talking about.
Are you Reddit people? Do you do Reddit? No, Reddit.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay.
I don't go on Reddit a lot.
Teaira, you do Reddit? Do you do that app? Do you read Reddit, the website?
Sometimes.
Okay, good. All right. Well,
Yeah, I don't read it all the time.
Reddit is really this place where people love to just share shit they shouldn't share.
Then I need to go on there more often.
They
I'm
really
nosy.
do. They really do. Like, I go through looking for the ideas, and I'm like, did you really need to share that to the world? Like, there was a guy that literally said, I'm going to kill myself in 2 days. I got rid of everything. What I couldn't get rid of, I signed over to my brother. I quit my job, whatever. It was like an Ask Me Anything.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay.
That's what we doing.
That's what we doing.
Wow.
Yeah. On Reddit. Yeah.
Okay.
And people there, of course, people are like, no, don't do it. And then other people was like, yo, good luck, bro.
The internet is a savage.
That's why you gotta be
the
so
internet
careful
would
with
be-
the internet.
Well,
if you're weak-minded.
I kind of feel like if you made that decision, if you done gave up everything, you kind of... You gave up everything. You quit your job. You broke up with your boyfriend, who was the dude. You sold all. You liquidated everything.
Yep.
What he probably just had his phone and the plan the phone is on. That's what he has to his name. So what are you gonna do? Be like, nah, all right, never mind. Let's start over. So
Maybe he had a change of heart.
I hope he had to change heart. I did write something to the effect of like, please rethink this
Okay, so
spot.
you wrote something positive.
I did,
Okay,
but he
good,
probably was like, skip. Yeah, like, I already made up my mind. But I tried, and it wasn't no, don't do
I've
it.
never really been.
It was like along the lines of like, everything is temporary, and whatever you're going through, like, this is temporary. Like, you gotta see what's next.
I really think that the pandemic really messed with people's brains, well, their mind especially. Well, not even the pandemic. I just think that it just brung out the truth of how people really feel about themselves, whether it's good or bad. And majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're willing to risk it all to take their life for something as simple as, I lost my job, or I left my wife, or just effing. I don't even give a F about anything anymore. So this is it. This is all. And you've been cooped up in the house.
Oh
for,
shit! Here we go.
Yep.
She sounds somebody sounding triggered.
It's that fireball already. So I really think that it really changed like people's mind. They think the internet is like their go-to therapist. Like, oh, let me go in here and type this.
True.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill myself. Okay, well.
Dude, did you get rid of everything yet? You still got that car, bro. You still fucked up.
Oh my God, that's so messed up.
No, but there are people that just don't
people that
value
really,
life.
really need help.
There's people that need help. Like this guy sounded like he really made up his mind, and as we should know, like when someone decides to take their lives, that is the most at peace they will feel their entire existence, because they feel like they're in control and they're making decisions. So yeah, my man was like, all right, go ahead, you can do it. Sneeze.
I know. It went away.
Tried, all right. But this is the Reddit world. So in this Reddit world, I found this guy who really is living a terrible ass life right now. And so, audience, these 3 ladies have gotten the first part of this story, and we're going to basically bet. We're going to bet nothing. Maybe another shot of Fireball. I don't know. No. But
Let's go.
There's always one.
to see the trajectory of this man's life, right? We've all been in bad relationships, have we not? Right. How long ago has it been since your last bad relationship, Teaira?
It's been a minute.
Okay,
It's
good for
been-
you.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm in a happy place right now.
Good,
Well,
okay.
yeah, I'm in a happy place. So
Yeah. Elsa,
3 years?
it's been 3 years, almost 1,000 days.
Is that what that is?
Well, 365
369,
days. Yeah. Oh, so it's more than 1,000 days, not almost. God damn, my math.
Did you get like a coin? Like, when you go to AA, you get a coin for so many
I
days?
know. Look at that. That's a really good idea.
Whole group.
how you accomplished,
Survive.
how you
1,000
survive,
days past
how you survive life
Okay.
in that struggle.
The struggle is real.
Struggle is real.
D,
Yeah, it's been about 3.5 years.
2 coins.
2 coins, girl.
coins.
Yeah, we're come up with some coins. You said
you
a
go.
couple. You didn't get your coin yet.
I would say it's been a couple.
It's been a couple years. You almost threw a coin.
Almost. I get a $50. Not the full.
All right. So, what made your relationship bad? Without going into over detail, like just the general vibe. Like my last bad situation, she was just mean. Yeah.
I think my last bad one, we didn't even make it to the relationship stage, but it was just
shit.
the lying and everything else that came with it. So,
The lying, the deceit.
and I'm like a detective, so I find one thing out, I'm gonna get everything all the way down to the beginning. So
Was he lying about dumb stuff, or was it like legitimate stuff?
it was dumb, but
See, that's the worst. Like, if you lie about something that I would have lied about, I'm like, all right, I kind of get it.
Right.
I get it. But this is the dumb shit.
like I kind of feel like I shouldn't have entertained the situation, but I kind of did. Yeah, so it was a mess.
So was
it
it
was
like
a
little
mess.
lies that made you not trust him because it was just lies for?
Yeah, it was just little things that just added up to like one big one. And I'm like, what? Like, what? And I think, I don't get it because I'm like, just with me, I'm just like, just be honest with me. You don't have to lie to me.
Right.
You don't have to lie to me. Like, if I want to deal with the bullshit, I'm going to deal with it. That's my choice. Like, give me that choice. Don't like
Take
think I'm going to accept it, and then I find out later on, and then you still looking at me like, ugh. So yeah.
Damn, son.
I'm in a happy place right now, so
Okay, all right.
we'll see what happens with this one.
Look at them dimples. She really is having them dimples coming out.
I know.
All right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's interesting, but
I
we'll
love
see
it.
what happens.
No, I love it. He gonna be in the cabin, huh? I've been poking those, right?
She's like, wait, steps.
No.
Okay, all right.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Doc, you was
I think it's, when people just, they deceive you in terms of the life that they're living. Like they want to, date multiple people, but to you, they kind of make you think that you're the one only. And then after a while, you start pieces.
Yeah, like you start seeing stuff here and there, and then
you're like, oh, so, I mean, I think it's that thing where I know that people go through their whole stage, but I think being honest to people and saying, hey, right now, this is where I'm at right now. I'm in this stage. I want to see multiple people, or I want to whatever. Are you okay with that? And I think we just need to be more honest.
I fit yes.
Either more honest with yourself and then more honest with other people, even though judgment might come towards you, but it's better than to like hurt folks. And it's better to then have that type of, because then you got issues to clean up, and then you have ruptured trust and all that stuff. Like
that's what I said. Like let me make that decision.
Yeah.
But if you upfront with me, like I'm seeing other people, all right, cool. Well, let me figure that out. Which was going to be a hell no. I don't want to be involved.
Exactly.
But don't make it seem like this is okay, because it's not okay. Like.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to be out here just you thotting and bopping, and I'm like, oh, we're so in love. No, it's not happening. Because then it's like, okay, well, how many more is it? Like, I don't want to be in your circle of love here.
Yeah,
take me out. Take me out. I don't want to play.
Rotation. Like,
I don't want to play.
I have relationships for all types of people. So I think if you were honest with someone and say, hey, look, this is the kind of open relationship that I want, you might find someone that says, you know what? I'm here for this.
Exactly. Yep. I do believe that.
Yep.
I do believe that there's a lot of people with that level of maturity. There are some people without that level of maturity, but if you know yourself,
then that's not the one
then
for you.
Exactly.
Put out what it is that you want. This is where I'm at. I want to be a polygamist. You'll find someone in that swim lane that says, you know what, I'm okay with that lifestyle.
Yep.
Very true.
Just be honest with it.
Okay. It's interesting.
Like, I mean, I get it. Everybody has baggage. Everybody has a story. Like, everybody has children these days. And granted, if I'm willing to go, like, if I'm willing to deal with it, that's fine. But now there's other females. Like, granted, you got to deal with the children's mother.
Yeah.
But if it's other females that don't even have children and you just out here, like, I'm going to do what I want. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, that's not happening. Especially with me. No. No. Too much stuff going around. So you gonna catch something you can't get rid of.
Well, so it's interesting. Y'all have been victims. Y'all have been victims to the deceit,
to the lies,
to the bullshit, the shenanigans. And with this story, it's the other way around.
Wait, what?
Do tell.
Yeah.
Apparently, we all dated the same man. So
apparently, right? Apparently, allegedly.
They all follow the same handbook.
Yes.
Allegedly. So I'm going to read this part, and what I want to see is where you think this is going to go. Like, what you gonna? I want to know if you would continue on, if you'd break up. Like, how do you feel about what you think the trajectory of this situation is? So here we go. My wife is 30 years old, and she's always worked out and been in shape. But lately, I feel like she's becoming excessive. She used to regularly work out at the gym when she was in college. At some point, she stopped going to the gym. I think lately, just due to her schedule, and she preferred to work out at home or go for runs outside. About 18 months ago, she announced she was going to get back into the habit of going to the gym. She now had a job where she's able to make more time for it. It started off normal, but slowly became more and more frequent. She signed up for classes on the weekend, both days. That's Saturday and Sunday, people. God damn. She started going to the gym every day. Then it became in the morning before work, and then again later in the evening. Every single day. If she's stressed, she goes to the gym. Experience some sort of life crisis, she immediately heads to the gym. We have an argument, she runs to the gym. She's 4 months pregnant right now. I'm kind of surprised we even had time to make a kid. That's what happens when you don't pull out, sir. I understand that it's safe for her to work out, especially since she was already in the habit of doing it before she got pregnant. But the intensity is not slowing down. If she misses one of her normal gym sessions, she becomes so irritable, like a junkie not getting her fix. It's just bizarre. Truly a case of too much of a good thing. Of course, she gets upset when I voice that I feel like it's becoming an unhealthy obsession, and that I miss spending time with her because she's there so much. She has all of these friends and a whole circle of people there that she seems to prefer spending time with over me, her baby's father. That's so sad. Why don't we work out together at the gym? The gym is her time, she says. This isn't a case of me feeling insecure because she's in great physical shape and I'm a fat slob. This isn't a case. I work out and am in shape too. My job requires me to stay in shape. I genuinely feel her gym habits are unhealthy. She's over-exercising for one. There's a such thing. But worse than that, it's becoming a way for her to escape everything else in her life. She never actually fixed anything that goes wrong in her life. She just runs off to the gym to go get some sort of mood boost, and that's it. She's also never gets anything else done in a practical sense because how can she when she's always at the gym? It is at the point where I have to do every chore, and the food that's made, I'm the one that makes it. I don't expect her to do all things, but there has to be at least a shared effort. People we know have commented about it to me. They said things about how she seems different, how she shores it at a gym a lot, and many of her friends and her family barely see her anymore. Some have suggested she's having an affair with somebody there. That's the situation, as you ladies know it. How are you feeling? What do you think is going on with the gym lady?
I mean, I think it said it right there. Number one, escape, avoiding. Mm-hmm. What she's escaping, avoiding, maybe there's, she's fallen out of love with him. Maybe she just doesn't feel. Could there be an interest? It could be. But the fact that she goes to the gym to exercise, then that's unhealthy. Because even a good thing can be unhealthy. Anything
in excess.
Exactly. We can make unhealthy. That's why it's like life in moderation.
Yeah, well, you get endorphins. I forget what is generated when you work out. Dopamine hit that you get, which is...
She gets dopamine, but if she goes so much, her body always has dopamine, so she doesn't allow the dopamine to come down. So she doesn't really need to. You know what I mean? Because... I don't know. She's constantly there. It's something else. She's not chasing dopamine. I think that's more like avoiding.
It's definitely avoiding.
That's definitely escaping. I mean, she's pregnant, but the responsibilities at home, she doesn't really care. She doesn't care about him.
Nope.
But she also doesn't care about her because she is overtraining.
Okay. Wow, you really fixated on this overtraining, Elsa.
She really is overtraining.
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Advocate for the devil, D.
I'm an advocate for the devil. Okay? So, I do agree with you. I think that she is escaping something, right? She's, like you said, she cares nothing about the house. I don't care about the dishes being in the sink. I don't care about cooking. I don't care about feeding my husband. None of that. So, I think she is using the gym as an escape, but I just don't think she's at the gym all the time. I think she may go to the gym in the morning, and then she may be doing extracurricular activities on the other times, she tells her husband.
Wow.
I'm saying that's what because
she might.
She might.
Because it is just super, super, super unhealthy for you to be at the gym.
Excessively like that.
24/7 like that. Yeah.
She might be in the locker room with her extracurricular activities.
There's some other activities going on. Might be burning some calories, but
at the gym.
The fun way.
Because I'm like someone who works at the gym, who's there often, and might have their own office at the gym.
there's an avoidance and a disconnect somewhere between her and her husband. But like Deanna said, she at the gym maybe 30% of the time. She ain't at the gym all the time. Right, okay. I think that is just her way of escape from her husband. If they are at wit's end of leading to a divorce, that's probably not going to happen. That I don't think.
It doesn't seem like
she's
in
definitely
she's making time for him at all.
Yeah,
I think it would be different if she was like, okay, the gym is my thing, right? But on these days, let's have a date night. Let's make sure that we get our couples time in. But it doesn't seem like
she's
of that
at the
happening.
gym. And ain't no way you working out that much.
That's what it is. She's with gym.
Yeah, it ain't that much workout in the world to be 4 months pregnant, and you lift and squatting.
Yes,
excessively.
Well, I mean, actually, there are people that are that bad. There are. I'm advocating for the devil's devil. Yeah, because it's a dopamine. No, because it is a dopamine. It literally. You get a dopamine rush when you work out. So if you're addicted to that rush, I'm just saying this part of it. I'm not denying it because they're looking at me like.
To make time for your
like you still like.
Well, she made time. She's pregnant.
That ain't his.
Come on, that's like 5-10 minutes.
Right.
5-10 minutes.
If that.
Wow. Oh Lord. So how would you handle this situation if you were him? What would you do?
We would need to. Well, first it will be with me. I'm like very soft-hearted. Like, is there something that I did or something like that on that end? I'm not that type of person. Be like, well, fuck it. Well, you want to be at the gym? I'm gonna go somewhere too that I like. I'm gonna hang out and do whatever.
I love it.
But I think a conversation will need to be had first. Is there anything wrong or what can I do? Things like that. But again, if there's already a disconnect there, what are you conversing?
Okay.
At this point.
I'm probably where I'm toxic. So, number one, I know conversations have happened, right? So, if I was him, I'm pretty sure he said this before. Her family and her friends have said this before. So, the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to hire a private investigator to follow her. Take pictures of where she's going because I know the gym, I'm pretty sure. Let's say, for instance, I know it's Edge. Okay, so now the private investigator, because instead of me standing outside, I'm going to get arrested. The private investigator isn't going to get arrested. So he needs to know, okay, this is her hours. I want to make sure, is that where she's at? And all that stuff, does she go to work? After work? Does she go back there? Like, where? And then just follow her for a good 2 to 3 weeks and just then give me the data.
God damn, a conversation.
That's going to be some money. It's going to be money. But then I'm able to kind of say, because and ain't no way that he hasn't talked to her. So if he hasn't left by now, I'm thinking it's he really loves her. You know what I mean? So if she's not listening and she's not changing, I need data because then that data kind of says, you know what? I think it is time to separate. I'm gonna,
I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna head on out.
And then you have in court, you have the ability. I think if someone is cheating on you, I don't know if that impacts kind of like alimony or some other stuff in certain states. No. So.
Alimony's alimony. Child support.
All he gotta do is put a tracker in her sneaker. Put a slot of air tag in there under that sign.
Nah, but your phone picks up on it. If he has an iPhone, it'll.
Why? No.
You got that bullshit Android, yeah. D, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, D? How are you handling this?
I would just have to ask him. What is it that, or ask her, what is it?
It can be him.
What is it that we need to do in order to, carve out time for us? Okay. I don't mind that you have your hobby. If the gym is your thing, totally fine. But you've neglected home. You've neglected me. We need a different sort of routine. Okay. So what do you need from me in order to make that happen?
Do you feel like this situation has a good ending? Is this a salvageable situation thus far?
No.
I don't think it's going to have a good ending. Because it's on Reddit.
It's definitely on Reddit. She gonna pop that baby out. He gonna want a DNA test, and
the baby gonna come out black.
That baby's gonna come out a totally complexion that's not his.
I like that one.
Totally features that's not his.
DNA right there.
arrow for the jugular. All right. Well, we have more information because unlike most Reddits, the people, they put their shit out there and then you just left to like, well, that's fucked up.
Figure it out.
And she needs to go see a therapist because she got some issues.
Yeah, she
she
working
got
out
some.
that
Either
much.
she in love or she got some issues.
She probably just tired of him, but whatever. All right. So let's see. Let me try to kind of get through this thing, right? So we know what happened. She runs off instead of talking to him. He actually invited her to his gym. Like, all right, you don't want me in that gym environment. You can come work out with me from time to time. And she was like, nah, son, I don't want to go to your bitch ass gym. I'm paraphrasing. That's not.
Okay, I was trying to say, wait, this took a dark turn.
That's a red flag right there. Because it's not about exercise. It's about location.
Yeah, it's her
Because
place.
you can exercise
It's about her
everywhere.
love
you
interest,
can make
'cause-
anywhere your place. From someone who goes to the gym, any gym can become your place.
Right.
I'm gonna go work out with my man. Like, you'll cuss me out, but
I've exercised
I'll
at
go.
Planet. I've exercised at Edge, and you still get the same. You still get the same endorphins. You still get the same
Well,
dopamine
yeah.
wherever you go. Right?
It's just she wants that separation. All right. So
She turned down
his
offer to
invite.
his gym.
Yeah, like,
That's
hey,
it. She likes her
sometimes,
gym.
Okay.
sometimes come work. You can come out. We can work out together
She was like,
at my gym. She's like,
Nah.
my gym is my place, and that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Right? Which is
Pack your
terrible.
bags
It
and
is not.
stay there.
Right.
It is not that serious.
She's about 18 weeks pregnant now. This is our first baby. She worked out like crazy prior to the pregnancy, and she continues to just as hard now. I truly don't think she was cheating on me. People suggested it in the last thread, and I laughed. You can tell she's at the gym a lot. She's in great shape. So she's obviously going there. I felt really confident about the cheating issue, and when I posted 9 days ago, I wasn't even considering cheating. So he's a little slow like me, because that would be me. I didn't think she was doing something. I'm embarrassed to admit that after reading a lot of the comments on my last post, I thought maybe I was being overly confident about her fidelity. She usually always has her phone on her, but she left it in the kitchen counter, and as stupid as I felt, I decided to do a quick swipe through the text. She had a
that you wish you didn't see.
Right? Look what you're going to find. She had a current text conversation going on with a guy. I recognize the name. The same name of the guy from the gym she mentions a lot. Damn, she talk about this motherfucker at home. That's so disrespectful. She's friends with a lot of people there. Went to one of their weddings last fall. I wasn't too terribly concerned until I started reading the text. Never wanted to know what the guy's dick looked like, but now I know. She was only out of the room for literally about a minute or two, so I had to scroll fast. I was furious. I asked her what the fuck that conversation was about. She started yelling at me for looking at her phone. Classic deflection. I told her she's acting so weird, and the gym obsession was really bothering me, so I just decided to look and was ashamed that I did. Oh, you a bitch.
No, I'm not ashamed.
But that's
ashamed.
right? Like
You
you
was
just
bold.
Dick on the phone.
Exactly.
Right.
You got
You
what
was
you
bold to look. You got what you wanted.
Yeah, this is a consequence to your behavior.
She said, yeah, but I thought I would find nothing at all. She said, it's nothing. Didn't look like nothing to me. She sure seemed pretty interested in this nothing. I wanted to know if she's been fucking him. For how long?
Sir, she pregnant.
Right? She kept saying no. I left the house because I was furious, but not before I slammed her phone on the ground and shattered it. She was calling me all sorts of names for breaking the phone. Well, if she doesn't have an iPhone and it's an Android, then that dick pic is gone forever. It's not in the cloud, right? You gotta back that shit up, babe. She hit me on the back as hard as she could. I left. Went to my brother's house. My brother and sister were shocked, blah, blah, blah. When I got back home, she was in bed crying. She obviously she couldn't call me or anyone else for that matters. She was laying it on thick. I don't know if you'd ever come home. Give me a break. I took her phone to get it repaired tonight.
Oh, that was dumb.
Sir?
You know what? Right then there. She could have gone herself and driven herself and gone.
Right.
I know. It's his pregnant wife, man.
No.
She doesn't deserve it, but I still feel like an ass for breaking her phone. I get that. I still don't know how deep it goes. She won't admit to anything beyond what I saw. So, how are we feeling, ladies? Are we
He's dumb.
Yeah. We knew it.
All the way dumb. Like, you were so big and bold to look through her phone to see if you will find something. You found something, then you throw her phone and break
At
it.
that moment,
then
it's
feel
saying
bad.
we're getting
And
a
then
divorce.
feel bad.
Yeah,
Just we're getting a divorce.
like that's it.
Well, all right. I want to stick up for him. Okay. This is out of character for him. Like, if you're a person that destroys shit when you get upset, then that's every day, right?
Yeah.
But he had a moment where he was out of character.
Okay.
Like, it's a justifiable reaction. Most people would agree to that. But when it's that far outside of your character, then no matter how wrong that person is, you're still going to feel a sense of obligation to try to make it right.
That must be a guy thing, because
Yep.
I'm not used to breaking stuff. But if you did something and you earned that, deal with it. That's on you. Go fix it
Elsa,
yourself.
I feel like you be the one to upgrade the phone.
No.
Give him that energy.
Here, baby.
Here, I'm sorry.
Got you the latest smile.
And I framed the dick pic for you. You were able to recover it from the other one. Here you go. No, but you see what I'm saying?
30
Like,
by
he's
35.
I'd be the one who take that dick pic, get a cake, and give it to her with the pic on the cake and all that stuff, and say, "Here you go," so that you can, go ahead and eat
It
the
will
cake.
always be a stored memory.
why?
Because sometimes
Is that
you
where
really
your brain
have
goes? Is that where your brain went?
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta hit them where it hurt.
Like, sometimes you really do need to be petty. I don't understand. Like, I'm pretty sure understanding happened way before that phone thing. Like, he was understanding. He said, "Oh, I don't think he would." It was because of the comments of everyone else that made him
His
to
light
look
bulb.
at it differently. That was his second
yeah.
post. So, who knows how long this has been going on?
Well, he's a nice
Because
guy. That's the problem. He's a nice guy, and she felt like she punked him. From the very beginning, she was punking him. Like, no, you can't go to the gym with me. No, like, anything that he brought up,
Yeah.
she could have easily adjusted, and she was like, nah.
And he was understanding
And that's
throughout that
why
whole the time.
And that's why you can't take people's kindness for weakness.
No, because now your phone is broken.
Because you go fuck around and find out.
Yeah, so he should have left that phone like that. You go get in your car, or go call him, and you figure it out.
Yeah.
So, but
And while you're there, pack a bag and go figure out and stay there. And I want a paternity test.
and another thing. Well,
And another.
but how
Because Mari's
upset?
dead.
So how? Oh shit! Oh,
Shit.
is Mari dead?
Isn't he passed away?
No, Jerry's
Oh,
dead.
Jerry's dead,
Jerry's
not
dead.
Mari.
Okay.
Oh,
Mari.
don't put Murray in the ground before it's time.
Sorry.
I know. You see what happens here.
I know, Jerry.
He's going to be on CNN tomorrow morning.
So you would really put the dick on the cake?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, how upset would you be if your significant other was excited about that? That's a hurt.
I mean, it would, but I'm gonna be.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Right. They'd be like, I'll be right back. Let me go upstairs real quick. Yeah, no, that's super petty. I don't know. All right.
Or print it out, put 100 copies and just put it all around his place of work.
At the gym.
At
Sometimes
the
you have to be
gym.
petty. You know what I mean?
On his car, everywhere you could find a spot that's
At that
visible.
moment, I'm going to the gym.
I'm not going to the
And
gym.
I'm going to her gym.
I'm not going to the gym.
I don't care if you told me I'm coming.
I'm going
Because
to
now
the
you're giving me a reason to show up. Because then you tell me you don't want me
the gym
there.
is a public.
Okay.
It's a business. I can have a membership if I want. You can't throw me out. As long as I don't do anything illegal, I can be there as a customer.
I'm not fighting for somebody like that.
No, it's not about fighting. It's about just being petty.
No. I'm going to the new gym. I'm going to find my new boo. Or,
Yeah, but we already know he's weak, so he has to go through.
I know, but like,
He's
so
going
at
to
this
go
point,
through his motions.
So why are you going? So the question is, why do you go to the gym? Like, so you just really want to be petty? Like, I can't be bothered with that.
I would want to go because I need answers. I
Right.
need to know, like, one, is this baby, or do you think that this baby's yours? He could have the expectation that she's a totally single woman and that this is his baby, this is his woman, this is his girlfriend. What's the story that she fed him? Doesn't always mean that
That's
the
a good-
other guy has to be, the bad guy. But what is she feeding him?
Right there.
Have you ever seen the other person for the people? Have you ever got the opportunity? I've had that opportunity, and it was fucking wonderful.
What? Because they were like uglier.
Oh my God, yeah. I was like, that was. Now, really, I should have been like, really, what's wrong with me? Because he looks like a toad. But it did make me feel good. Like, all right, you downgraded.
Right.
But they always cheat on the ugly ones. Like,
with the ugly
not
ones.
the ugly ones. They'll cheat
They cheat
with the
uglier
ugly ones.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
always happens like that.
I've had that experience. I'm like,
it does.
it does.
Because they don't really glow up. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't think. They just.
I think I would be crippled. Like I would be in therapy.
But for me, like, it makes me mad. It pisses me off. Like, when she looked like the bottom of somebody's shoe, I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do my hair this morning for? You
Exactly.
know, like,
Exactly.
at least, you know, if it was someone who, you know,
You can get that and be like, I get it. Yeah,
I get it. You was wrong.
But when you look at the picture, you like.
Right.
And then you look at yourself. When you look at the picture, you look at yourself and you like, okay. Now, hold up.
Right.
Now.
It's like, what was I not doing? What was I not doing? What was I not doing?
Right.
Because it has to be something I
Because
wasn't
there has
doing.
to be a reason that we're
That's
not.
the closure
Yeah.
that you want, but you never get it.
You're never going to get it.
never get
I've
that
learned
closure.
that. You're never going to get
Those
that closure.
questions
You gotta close it on your
You got to
own.
move on.
Yeah, but those questions are good questions. You just never get to ask those questions.
Yeah.
But see,
And even if you ask it, you're not going to get the answer
The
that you want.
honest,
And if you get the answer, are you going to be prepared for it when
I
it
can't
comes?
handle it. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going to where
I
the
would,
other
because you
person
told me
is.
no.
No, I'm moving on. I don't want that energy.
I want a
I don't
gas
need that.
pass.
I don't need this. Because who's to say that I go to the gym and I see Elroy there and I don't lose my shit. And now I'm throwing 5-pound plates at him because I've lost it. Like, it's not the other dude, it's her. Like, check the, check the player.
You check the person.
The person, yeah.
But what if, okay, so they're married, right? They're getting ready to have their first kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be a situation where it's as easy as, hey, let's just get a divorce. He may be in a situation where he's like, okay, let's work this out. Let's go to therapy, da-da-da. But I think going through that, if
They're
you make
far
the
past
decision,
that.
But if you make the decision to stay, you need the truth. That's the only way that you can move forward is through the eyes of
I'm
truth.
different, man. I just don't want to know.
So if I'm not getting it from her, I'm going to get it from him.
Cue Mario. I don't want to know. If you playing me, keep it on the low. I don't want to know. Like, just be a good liar. Like, if you're gonna do it, just be good at it. Like, cause I'm slow, so it's gonna be easy.
I mean, was it Tamar that said it best? What? If you're not gonna leave, let that nigga cheat in peace. If you're not gonna do nothing about it,
yeah.
Let them cheat in peace.
Like, if I'm not in the mode, I'm ready to be out the door, then the opposite of that is just be discreet.
And this is why I just had this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday. I said, this is why people go crazy the way they do with either exes or their current significant other because of stuff like this. Like, you don't know where people's mental state is at that moment. So, I mean, granted, he broke her phone. Like, he could have killed that woman, killed the baby. Like, and this is why people, Snap is real. Yep. And this is why people act the way they do when things go wrong. Very and, like, they're so in love with this person. Yep. And then you turn out this is not the person that you thought they were. And now you ready to change your whole identity just to kill them. Like, you can't be playing with people's emotions like that.
You can't.
Like,
don't go to the gym, Elsa. Don't go to the gym. I'm just saying, don't go to the gym.
And bad enough it's hard out here, slim pickings out here. You can't be just out here playing with people and thinking it's okay.
All right. So let's go to part 3. It gets
Part
very
three?
good. This is part 3. Yeah.
This is part 3?
This is part 3 we
White,
go.
the baby's black. I'm predicting it right now.
Today, my wife asked me to stay home from work so that we could talk.
Oh, God.
Yeah, here we go, right?
Here we go.
She laid in bed all day yesterday trying to get me to feel sorry for her. But I paid absolutely no attention to her, and I ended up leaving the house to go to my family's Super Bowl party. Can't miss the Super Bowl. I wasn't in the mood to go, but I wasn't going to sit at home with her. It really bothered her that I left. She kept texting me things like, who just leaves like that?
Good.
When something like this is happening, right? Who's that cold and callous that they could just leave to go to a party? Yeah, this bitch is diabolical. I stayed home to talk to her. She was full of tears. She was so sorry. According to her, she was really going to the gym twice a day because she really likes going there. That's where her friends are, makes her feel good. It's fun for her. It's fun for her. She met this guy there, and then he started flirting with her. Everything likes him. Everyone likes him. He's one of the most popular guys there. I didn't realize there were popular people at the gym. Yes, there are, sir. Go to the gym and you'll know. You'll see. She admitted that she flirted back, but didn't mean anything by it. That's lies.
Not him sending you dick pics.
Right. We have crossed another threshold.
That's a different.
okay?
That's a
Well,
different
I
type
think
of
she's talking about like
meaning.
initially, like, you know, the initial flirt back. But I feel like if you flirt back, then you've opened
you're
the
giving
door.
the green light.
Yeah, you're
cheating.
entertaining it. You're
Correct.
entertaining it, right? It's at that point in time, it's for them to fuck it up. You know, so.
Yep.
She didn't reciprocate very much at first, but he gave her butterflies, and she found herself flirting back without thinking. She said it felt like when she had a crush on somebody when she was in school when she was younger. God, you telling this to your husband. He's getting the truth, though, right? They started texting. At first, it was just friendly and nothing sexual for several months, but she felt giddy every time she got a message from him. She was really attracted to him, but told him that she was married and there could never actually be anything between them. According to her, he kept flirting with her anyway and said, sure, he wouldn't cross the line until he did cross the line. She said she tried to resist for a while, but then one day they kissed. She admitted to enjoying it, but also feeling that it was wrong. You think, bitch? She must have not felt that bad because she slept with him for the first time later that night.
And that baby is his.
She's described it like falling in love with somebody for the first time. All she could think about was him. Is she in love with him? She doesn't know. Is this baby mine? She thinks so, but there's always a small chance it could be his. Because he wasn't pulling out either. No. He always uses a condom, so she doesn't think it is his baby, but they were sleeping together at the time she got pregnant.
This is exhausting.
She loves me. She can't help that there's just this huge spark between the two of them. She doesn't know if she loves him. She doesn't know if the baby is mine. She doesn't know why she did this. She doesn't know what she thinks we should do. The nail in the coffin is when she said, you would really leave me if it's not your baby, would you? She asked that question. She had the balls to ask me that. I told her, of course I'm leaving her, and I wouldn't raise another man's child. She seemed shocked. She said, really? With everything we have and all our history, you wouldn't even consider it? She can't be serious. I told her I would never consider it. She agreed to get a DNA test. She tearfully agreed. I'm supposed to feel sorry about it. I don't want to know.
I mean, at that point, he could just say, let's just keep it moving, you know? Even if it is his trust is, I mean, there's no trust there. And
Definitely
and
no
she
trust.
said she's in love. You know, she felt like in love, like she was in school, butterflies and all that stuff. So she likes that dude.
Yeah. Well, it's like the forbidden fruit. You know, that's what it is. She got caught up. It was like, you know.
Let me test the waters. And let me test the waters to see how it turned out. And it backfired.
And now she's drowning.
It's always fun when it's taboo. Unfortunately. That's why you gotta create taboo shit with your partner. You gotta just find ways to create some taboo.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, don't let it get boring.
You gotta,
Be creative. There's so much stuff out here.
find a
in
park
this world.
somewhere and try some shit. You know, just
Go
yeah.
to
Be spontaneous, not
Yeah,
just
like
the same routine over and over.
Yeah. All right.
Man. I'm glad though he finally got a spine, you know, in part 3 and decided, you know what,
to go to the Super Bowl.
fuck this.
Fuck that shit, right?
Fuck you, Amanda. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Amanda.
Oh, it's terrible. So there's a part 4.
What?
I knew it.
Yeah, it's part 4.
This is like
I knew
he should
it.
have written a book by now.
Because
Right.
he's going to, even though I think that even though he
everybody
said,
already-
What the part 4 be?
I think part 4 is going to be the plot twist. Even though he said that he will not, and I could be wrong, even though he said that he would not take care of another man's child, and even though all that shit she done did, he still loved that woman. I don't think he leaving.
That baby's
He didn't
probably
leave her.
his, too.
And the baby not going to be his. I think the baby is going to be the other guy's, but he's going to stay with her.
What's your
Just
prediction,
because he loved
Deanna?
her.
I think the baby is not his, but now he got a little boo thing because he's just sick of it. He's like, fuck this.
That could be the plot twist too.
I'm going to the gym too.
See, he gonna date the gym
Yeah.
manager.
This
Exactly.
goddamn
First of all,
Jim.
what year is this from?
This is current.
This is what. So the Super Bowl was just this Super Bowl.
February.
Yeah. This is
Because
this
he
is
kept
all.
going back. So I'm like, wait, why don't you?
Oh my
This is
god!
like he was updating in
Probably-
real time.
He
when I
probably
got
had
this.
thousands of followers followers following this story.
Right.
Really invested
Like the lady, on TikTok. Well, why the hell did I get
Risa?
married? Or who did I marry to?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Risa on Reddit.
We were all invested in this.
So yeah, that's all right. So what's your prediction, Doc?
I mean, I don't think. I think the baby would be his, and I feel like he'll stay because she was like, I don't know, like towards the end of what you read, they don't know what to do. They don't know this. They don't know that. They don't. So
She
there's a lot
doesn't.
of.
You don't know.
She
There's
doesn't
a lot
know.
of unknowns.
So there's a
I think
lot of-
she knows, but she just
Which
wants
is
him.
life, right? So you mess up and you don't know. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know how you feel. You don't know what you should do.
You know what you want to do, and you mess with that man.
Well, because
you
you
was
don't
all-
think you're gonna get caught.
It must have been
Send
amazing.
me a dick pic. Let me see.
It must have been. This motherfucker sent that. That was
He
an
definitely
unsolicited
sent it.
dick pic.
Right?
That was an
That was
unsolicited.
definitely
Yeah. Because I don't know too many women that.
Text her.
Let me
Yeah.
see it. No.
Have you ever requested a dick pic?
Hell
Yes.
no.
I request videos.
Yeah.
Video?
I want a whole cum shot.
So in the just to make sure though in the
JPEG is old.
that's creative.
I need a gift. They loop that shit. You know? Yeah. No, I've always said that if I was a female or if I was gay, I would want the dick. I want to know as soon as possible, so I make sure I'm not wasting my time with equipment I can't deal with or don't want to deal with. So I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah, I had a guy who said I don't send dick pics. That was a red flag.
I had one that was accidentally sent to me.
that wasn't no accident.
That wasn't
accident,
it
girl.
wasn't an accident, but
No, because you can hit send.
it definitely is. I was like, oh, okay.
The question is, did you reply back?
I did. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, all right. So here we go. Let's delve into part 4. My life has been reduced to a trashy daytime talk show. The woman who was once my wife, who I considered a classy woman, has turned into a complete trailer trash.
Damn.
Today she announced that she's moving in with her affair partner from the gym. She's pregnant, might be his kid, might be mine. She's too embarrassed to go get blood drawn for a paternity test. She spent about a week trying to get my attention, to get me to talk to her, to get me to beg her to be mine. I didn't fall for any of it. I've largely been ignoring her, and when we have to speak, I keep it very brief. That's kind of bitch-like, but whatever. We've been living together for this whole time, but I'm in a different room now and functioning separate from her in all ways. So her pouting and trying to get me to pay attention to her and give her a gold star for not going to the gym for 5 days in a row didn't work. Wow. Today she texted me to say she is moving in with him. Somehow, I still care about this person. I've already met with the lawyer, though. I can care about her as a human being and possible mother of my child without being married to her. Still, it stung to hear that she was going to be with him. You kind of pushed her to that by ignoring her. Like, I get why he did it, but I'm just saying, if you're going to be in the same house, you're going to treat somebody like a stranger, what is there left for her? So I told her it wasn't a smart move to leave the house. I even told her she should probably meet with the lawyer. Oh, he's dumb. She doesn't care about anything I have to say. And the reason why is because once she leaves the house,
That's
She
it.
abandons the property.
she abandons the property. So that was actually solid of him to be like, you might want to
very
think twice,
nice of
bitch.
him, yeah.
But she abandoned the house, right? She doesn't care about anything I have to say. I don't think she needs to move in with anybody. I actually feel bad for her that she just can't be on her own. I asked her if he actually knew she was pregnant and wanted to know what story she's been telling him this whole time. She said he knows and he doesn't care if the baby is about the baby. He loves her. That's free nuts. That's what that is. And wants to be with her. Bizarre. You can't find anyone else. Somebody who isn't married. A pregnant woman. Why would you take that on? Doesn't make sense to me. So he just kind of goes through this. He's bashing him. He's very curious. Let's see. My wife has agreed to a paternity test February 29th, 2024. Yeah, so this,
Wow.
I mean, this would have been sooner, but it took us so long to get together. But my wife moved in with her. Let's see. So yeah, that's where they're at.
Wow. Wow.
So there's no result.
Well, you got to respond and say, "Yo, part 5."
Right.
Because we like in May. Like,
Where's the
no,
paternity
where's
test?
the
What
paternity
is the
test? What
result? Are
happened?
you the father?
Right.
Hold on
Or are you a
now.
stepdad?
I mean, this is super wild, right? So would you? I'm
First of all,
curious.
I'm very proud of him that he didn't give her the attention because she is an attention seeker.
Yeah.
Just her going to the gym multiple times a day, all the times that she spent there, she was attention seeking.
Yeah.
So she's that type of person, and we know people like that.
Yeah.
They need that attention. So now that so when he was giving her his attention, she was at the gym trying to get somebody else's attention. Now she wanted his attention, and he removed it from her. So now she took she had a tantrum.
Yeah, she did.
Grow up.
Yeah, well, so she was afraid to get the blood test, and then when the other guy asked her for a DNA test, she was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So now they submitted. So that was the end of part 4.
I think the only reason why she submitted the blood test when the other guy asked for it because he said, "I don't really care if it's mine or not. Either way, I'm going to stay with you."
Yeah.
Because she got that assurance, she was like, "Okay, now I'll get the blood test because now I got my sure thing."
Okay.
Her husband was like, "No, I'm not. If it's somebody else's, I'm leaving your ass."
Yeah. So, part 5, right?
Oh
so now
my
she's
gosh.
22 weeks pregnant. They got the results.
Mm-hmm.
He is the father.
Okay.
He's the father. He is the father, right?
My prediction was wrong.
Yep. So it's okay. Good for him. Or maybe not. Maybe it would have been better for him
Right, it
to
would
not
have
be
been
the
better for
father.
him if
So
he's not the father.
he could just completely sever ties with her. She's still living with him. All of her belongings are still here in our house. I refuse to do the work of packing everything up for her. She doesn't seem concerned about taking any of her things beyond these essentials. After we got the news that I'm not the baby's father, she texted me that she's glad I'm the father and that she knows I'll be a great dad. Bump, bump, bump. She was texting me new baby name ideas last night. She tries calling, but I ignore the calls. I only speak to her via text. This morning, she asked if she could come by to get a few things. I told her it was fine, as I've been advised by my lawyer to not prevent her entry into the home. But I told her that he better not be with her. He better
put
not.
his foot down.
He better not. But she's pregnant. She's 22 weeks.
Yeah, you need help probably carrying stuff.
Right.
You know, that part.
But that motherfucker bet not be there, right? So who shows up with her?
He does.
The scumbag boyfriend. You can tell these are white people because they say scumbag.
These scumbag boyfriend.
He walks right into the house behind her like it's no big deal. She ran upstairs. Damn. The bitch has been going to the gym. She's 22 pregnant. She's running and up the steps. She ran upstairs to get the stuff she wanted, and he and I were just left standing there in the living room. He told me it wasn't her fault that he was there. She told him I didn't want him to come, but he forced his way along. He wanted to talk to me, supposedly to tell me he understood how I must be feeling. No, you don't know. He told me he knows I probably don't believe him, but he genuinely loves her, and he knew he probably wasn't the father. He accepts it and then tried to assure me that he won't try to take my place with the baby, and he hopes that we can just get along since we're both going to be in her life.
Right.
Right. The balls on this guy.
Right.
The balls. He promises that she's fine. He's looking after her. I told him that I couldn't for the life of me imagine what he wanted with a pregnant woman who was having another man's child. That I found weird. Then I told him that if he didn't get out of my house, I'd punch him.
I'm going to punch you in your face.
Right? That's very polite of him to announce that, right?
Sir. Just do it.
Folks, you don't get no warning.
You can actually just call the cops for trespassing.
Right. So I went upstairs and she was trying to find some of the things in the bathroom. I got mad, asked her why she brought him along, and she told her I find it really strange that he still wants to be with her now that he knows he has nothing to do with this baby. He's kind of a dickhead. Like, he clearly is into her, but whatever. And then I refuse to let him have anything to do with my child. That's not your choice, sir.
You can't prevent that.
You can't, right?
Definitely can't.
She said he talked her into coming and she's sorry and never meant for any of this to happen, but she's in love with him now. He is supposedly what 30-year-old her is looking for, not me. She's setting up a nursery in his house, and I can set up one at my house, and she has no intention of trying to get full custody or anything like that. She doesn't want to keep me from being involved in my child's life. How generous of her. She went back downstairs, and I followed her, and he was still standing there in the living room, and I just walked up to him and punched him. He stumbled back and fell into the table, and she yelled, "What the fuck?" and ran over to him. That would hurt. That would hurt. That would really hurt. I don't even care at this point. And if he's going to call the cops, he deserved it. And it wouldn't have happened had he just left like I told him.
I think he just needed to get it out of the system.
He did.
Yeah, that push, that push, he got that push out. Because he said he was going to punch him. He got it out.
And it was on his property, and he was uninvited, so he has a really good case.
Yeah. And he told him to leave prior to.
And he's considered trespassing.
So
y'all are diabolical.
Yeah. So he's fine in terms of a good. He has a story, and then he can file 50-50 custody.
But then again, didn't the lawyer tell him
not to prevent her?
Oh, prevent her.
But he was.
That was fine.
He
Just
was
make
added.
Sure you don't bring him.
Yeah.
That's it. I thought the instructions were clear.
Don't bring him along. But he's a guy that just goes for what he wants. So if we believe her version of the arc of their relationship, he made the first move. She flirted back. He pushed, got his way in. They're having a relationship. That thing in the living room is proof of his behavior. She tells him not to come. He comes in the house. Like, that's ballsy. Like, I wouldn't want to come in.
Like, what is he going to do? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't come in the house. Yeah, like, so he's a ballsy guy. And then to have that kind of conversation, like, nah. So I feel like she fucked up, but he sounds like a pretty pushy, like.
He does. He sounds very aggressive, controlling, pushy. But it's still her responsibility, since she's married to her husband, to keep their covenant. You know, that's just her responsibility. No matter, I mean, you can never use the excuse, "Oh, well, he was just so pushy," you know, so he fell in the pussy. No, that's not what happens at all.
Right.
Exactly.
That's not what happens.
Because you willingly spread your legs like an eagle.
You have to say yes.
Exactly.
Hopefully,
Without your yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so without your yes, that should have never happened.
That's true. And she returned his flirting, so.
Sure did.
She entertained it.
I mean, sometimes we just want to know we still got it. She just took it too far.
She should have just been a sports fisherman, you know, and then threw back, right? Flirt a little bit, but then take your ass
could
home.
have just said, "Hey, I gotta leave this gym because you're pushing too much."
Yeah. Nah, she wanted it. Like
you said, she's definitely an attention seeker. She likes the attention, and what he was giving her was what her husband was not giving her at home.
Which is why she started going to the gym to begin with. Like, so I would love to hear her version of the events and what led